Hey everybody, welcome back. Jason from Firearms Unknown down here in Yuma, Arizona. And today we're gonna talk to you about the Magnum Research Desert Eagle. These guns are a cult icon in the firearms industry. Originally designed, I believe, in 1979, between 1979 and 1982. Upon their release, these things just took off. The current models that you see in front of me today are Mark 19s, so these were designed in about 1995. And this is the most contemporary version that they have out. Magnum Research does do custom builds on these guns, and some of the customization that's going on with these things are insane. A lot of really, really cool like safe pieces and things like that that you're gonna see coming out of these guns today. So real quick, we'll just do our safety check and make sure that we're clear and empty on both the systems. So make sure our magazine is empty and that our chamber is clear. Go ahead and write that down. Put that back down on the table. And same thing over here on this other Mark 19. Just make sure that we're clear and empty and put everything back on the table. So the Mark 19, the stainless version that you see in front of you here, we'll talk about. These are identical with the exception of the finish, obviously, and the porting that's done on this particular barrel. You got a 6-inch barrel on this system, which gives the gun an overall length of about 10.7 inches. It does come in, I want to say it's 72 ounces. I think roughly it's like 4.2 something pounds. So it's a fairly substantial piece of equipment. CNC machined out of 4140 stainless steel. Everything's done for precision to maintain accuracy and the functionality of the firearm. It does have a rubberized grip. Magazine comes in at a 6+1 capacity for a total of 7 rounds of 50 Action Express. Now, 50 Action Express, just on a side note, if you think of it compared to the 44 Magnum, and I could look this up, but I'm gonna go off the top of my head, I wanna say it's 25% faster and somewhere around 40% more muzzle energy. So it is giving you a little bit more horsepower than your 44 mag. So if you run a 44 mag out of any type of semi-automatic system or a revolver, you're gonna get a little more oomph out of this particular system. This is the most powerful semi-automatic magazine-fed handgun in the world. The 50 Action Express is the largest caliber that you're gonna get run out of a magazine-fed weapon system. So not to take away from any of the revolvers that are big bore revolvers out there that are putting out tons of energy, but as far as a semi-automatic magazine-fed system, this is the biggest boy on the block. Now, as I stated before, insanely popular, seen in over 600 Hollywood films and virtually every first-person shooter video game that is out there today. And the reason that this gun is so insanely popular and it has such a cult following has a lot to do with it being in the movies and being on literally every video game in the world. Working in a gun store, you can have these guys and families come in all the time. You got these kids that are between the ages of like 12 and 14, 15 years old, and they see one of these in the case. They know exactly what it is. They know what caliber it is. They wonder where the gold one is. So it's known by just about everyone. It's a household name out there as far as like big bore pistols. Now, shootability. I have fired this in the 50 Action Express and 44 mag. The one that I've actually shot is the one that I own, and it does not have the porting. So what I can tell you is that shooting both the 44s or the 50 Action Express out of this gun is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of bump to it, but because of the weight and the overall length of the gun, it's actually really shootable. You have a lot of fun shooting it if you can afford to buy the ammunition for it. So again, the 50 Action Express Mark 19, phenomenal gun, big cult following, very rare. When I say rare, I talk about availability recently. These guns have been allocated a lot from distributors. They're really tough to get. And down here at the store, where every time we get one in, it's literally less than 24 hours before that thing rolls in and rolls back out. I grabbed the 2 that I just got in just because this is probably my only chance that I'm gonna get to really have some time with them. So real quick, we've looked a lot at the stainless. Same deal here, 4140, a CNC machine stainless steel, but it's been coated black. The only thing that this is missing compared to the stainless version is the porting here on the front of the barrel. 6+1 mag capacity, really nice system. I actually really like the black version that I have here today. Same deal, coming in about 4.25 pounds, almost 11 inches in overall length. The one thing I should talk about these guns is if you are gonna go out and shoot one of these, Magnum Research talks specifically about the grip and the grip rake as it is designed to be a two-handed operation. The reason is because the amount of muzzle flip and the sheer weight of this firearm, when it does rotate, having 2 hands on it's always a good thing. So if you really want to come down, talk 50 Action Express with me, or you just want to get one of these in your hand and get a feel for it, or even take a selfie, come down and see me down here at Firearms Unknown in Yuma, Arizona. And until next time, have a great one.